Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Swift F.1 flies out in War Thunder. This thing's a good time. It's not really for me. It does not turn very well, but it is a pure energy fighter in the simplest of terms, and it really plays like a mini Hawker Hunter. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, the Swift F1 was made and developed in 1950, in the mid 1950s, I believe. 54 was when it was accepted into service. In 1953, the Swift ended up breaking the absolute speed record, and it was set by, and I'm looking at the information right now, Commander Mike Lithgow, who broke it, reaching a speed of 737 miles an hour on the 26th of September 1953. The Swift F1 was a swept-wing jet intercept adopted by the RAF. This was the first swept-wing fighter adopted by the RAF, and it had a very, very short and limited service career. During its service career, it was well known to have accidents, its engine to be unreliable, and all in all, it was just kind of crap. Later in its service career, it was used as a photo reconnaissance aircraft, which it did excel in, but it was too little, too late. The Swift had already kind of fallen out of favor with the RAF. It was later supplanted by the legendary Hawker Hunter F1, which was an absolutely beloved fighter that was used well into the 90s by nations like the Swiss, and I believe the Egyptians and the Iranians used it for a very long time as well. And it excelled mostly in those roles as a ground attack platform. The Hawker Hunter, not the Swift. The Swift never ever saw any sort of success on any market. And only about half of the Swifts that were ordered were ever delivered before the order was promptly canceled. So yeah, the Swift did not have a great service career, but you can fly it in War Thunder. How it flies in War Thunder is it is an energy-dependent fighter. As you can see here, when I'm in a very, very low energy state, I cannot turn. This thing's engine also is kind of underpowered for what it is in what you face. Like, you will face F-104s and F-9Fs. You will face things with missiles, and you don't have flares. Honestly, it's all around not the greatest. But, if you pick your engagements, you can still make it work. That red top's gonna hit him, I think. I think this thing's biggest pro is its armament. It carries a pair of 30mm ADEN, also known as Aiden cannons in the nose. It hits ridiculously hard. This thing is one of the best things in the game for any sort of bomber intercept, especially for those big pesky 4 engines. Because 3 or 4 30mm cannon hits will take a bomber down. There he goes. As you can see, if you're able to ambush somebody and get the drop on them, and you're in a higher energy state, the cannons do hit relatively hard. I think I shot a few rounds because I missed a lot of them, but I only hit him maybe 4 times, and he went down. So I kind of talked about this thing's service history. Again, I cannot stress how much this thing was actively bad. Um, it had a number of accidents, at least one of which that I know are fatal. Was fatal. Um, it like the second the RAF found anything different, which is actually directly in front of me in the Hawker Hunter, they replaced it. Like, this thing was not well liked by its pilots, by its maintainers, by anybody. It was just kinda shit. But it did have a number of improvements. It was the RAF's first swept-wing fighter that they took into service. It did break the total speed record. And that was really all it did. So I kind of spent a little bit of time trashing the Swift F.7. Well, let's talk about, instead of what it's bad at, what is it good at? It has an extremely heavy frontal armament and 2 30mm Aiden cannons. I already said that. And its energy retention and dive speed are kinda ridiculous. Now, be advised, you can in fact rip your wings, but this thing, if flown right, in a down tier where you're not facing sabers and saber dogs like that one, is one of the faster planes in the game. Now, that's assuming you're in a down tier and you're not facing things that are high transonic, low supersonic. Now, I'm just going to bully this A4 because those things have the worst energy retention of all time. And just going to energy trap. As well, again, it's an A4. I'm pretty sure a biplane can energy trap an A4. Let's be absolutely honest. Kill for my teammate there. Sadly, I was not able to capitalize. It happens. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for this video. I did not have a great time recording this. This jet is not my favorite. I will see you guys next time. Catch me on stream tonight, 8 p.m. EST. I hope to see you there, and if I don't, thank you for watching.